Hey mates, how's it going? You're on DirtByte. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2025 Highlands Fishing Expansion map. So we are starting off where we finished last time, and that is with the liming of this field. It shouldn't take us too long now because we did most of it last time. There's only a small section left to go. Once we've got the lime done, we'll get in here with the mulcher that we still have on hire. That's why I haven't wanted to move through to the next day yet, because obviously we want to get the mulcher back to the store so we don't incur the daily fees. So we just need to get this done and finished first before we move on. Then today it looks like we're going to probably be getting into our big sell day. We're going to probably skip through November into December, where we can sell our barley, wheat and onions, which will be a huge income for us. I hazard to guess, I would anticipate that with those three alone we should end up with close to $300,000 more than what we have now, so 340. There should also be castle stones and planks and beams at the respective productions to take up to the castle. So with all that, we could be potentially looking at $500,000 today in this episode. So that will go a long way to paying back some of our loan, which I think we need to prioritize. We're paying back maybe 250,000 or something on that loan, but then that'll give us a lot of options for further advancing. Like I said, I want to get the oil factory, I want to get the fish food factory. There's all these different things we want to do, so every bit of money is very, very helpful, and it's definitely going to contribute to making more money in this series and a long series, which is what my hope is. I'm really enjoying this. I don't intend to finish this playthrough anytime soon. I'm not sure exactly how far we'll get, maybe 100 episodes or so. I mean, that's quite a lot, but we'll just see how it goes. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this out. We'll just put this up out here because we still have one more field of lime to do, which we'll do later in the episode. We won't go straight onto it after the mulching. We'll go on, but we do need to do the mulching now so we can return the mulch that we have over there in our nicely limed field. So I'm just going to drop this off here. This will be fine. Hook onto the mulcher, and I'm going to go mulch that field. What we'll do is we'll do that via a time lapse. I don't anticipate it's going to take too long, probably 10 or 15 minutes in real life, which will equate to about a minute and a half worth of time lapse. So while I get this hooked on, sit back and enjoy. Welcome back. There we go. That's all done now. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to head back towards the farm. We're going to drop the mulcher off for collection. It's going to get back to the shop because we don't need it anymore, and then we can rest and come back in tomorrow. So I'll do all that, and then I'll see you tomorrow bright and early in November. Welcome back to a beautiful sunny November morning. Still a little bit waiting for the sun to come up, but there's not very many clouds around, although it does look like it's going to rain at some point soon. I've also had a look at the prices for the various products that we've got, which is our barley, wheat, and onions, and they're all getting up there with the value, but they're not quite there. So I figured what I'd do is I'd get the liming done in this field as well first up. We'll get this in first up in November. We'll get this finished, and then we probably will just sneak through it forward to December to start selling our produce. I think that'll be the best way, and then all of our fields will be ready and prepared, and all of our produce will be sold. So we'll do this via a time-lapse. Hopefully it's not going to take too much lime. I know the other fields haven't, so let's just see how it goes. But yeah, sit back and enjoy.
Red dirt rising on the western wind, sun burning holes where the shade has been. Cattle moving like a river of brown. We're pushing hard till the day runs down. Saddle leather cracked and the horses know every fence line, every creek that flows. Radio crackling with the weather call, but the sky tells the story best of all. When the work is done, when the last gate swings, there's a bottle waiting, cool as mountain springs. We've earned this moment, earned this sweet release. Frost on the glass and the days at peace. Our father worked this land, his father too, taught us everything the dry earth knew. How to read the seasons, when to move the herd.
Yeah, welcome back. So just finishing off this last little strip, just headed down and just got one bag of lime from the store. There was no need to go back to the full, the bulk fill point, because let's face it, we just didn't hardly need anything to finish it off. It was only 500 litres worth of lime, so I wonder if these little bits can be done as we're leaving. We do have a little bit, so I think we're all good for field prep now. All these are now awaiting the time of the year when we can seed them, plant them, whatever it is we're doing with the different crops for this, for the next year's worth of cropping. What we're going to do is I'm going to put this spreader away, put it back into the shed. And I'm thinking it may be worth having a quick look over at the sawmill and at the stonemason, because if we have got items that are ready to go up to the cast, which I'm assuming that there will be, it may be worth trying to do them or move them over there today in November before we get on to December for our other producer, because we're going to be very busy in December, ferrying backwards and forwards. We've got a number of loads of the barley and wheat to sell, and we also, as we know, we have, I can't remember if it was 6 or 8 trailers worth of onions that we've got to sell as well. So let's just try and get this parked up, and that's probably good enough there. Disconnect, and we'll shut this trailer down because we're going to need that soon for the trailers. We're going to just quickly tab over to this tractor, which, yes, I did abandon on the side of the road, but that's fine. And we've got the right trailer on, so I just need to find a nice suitable place to do a U-turn. Hopefully up here somewhere will be good, maybe on this corner. Get in front of the bus. There we go, and away we go. Nice. So I'm assuming that it's probably going to be possibly 12 or so, maybe 13 pallets of planks and beams that we're going to take over, and possibly I have no idea for the stonemason, maybe 5 or 6 more pallets of the castle stones. When we get down to the sawmill, I'm going to have a quick look to see how much we've got there, and then I'll quickly tab over to the stonemason, because I know that the castle is mainly wanting this castle stones at this point. So it may just be worth, if we're going to have too much timber, this tractor's not going to be able to take timber and stones up to the castle. We may just be better off to go over and load up the however many pallets of castle stones there are and take them up, get them sorted out now, so that way I can continue and progress through to the next stage, and I'll get an idea of what the items are required going forward. I'm just going to pull over here. And we're just going to use the magic of teleportation over to here. So we can get around here without... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So we've got... I think they're in lines of... So we've got 9 here. Yeah, and then I wonder how much we've got here. Let's just have a look. We might have to take some, but I'd prefer to preference the stones rather than... So here we've got 3 more planks, 2 more beams. We already have 3 and 2, so that's not too bad. I reckon we can possibly squeeze them on, because it still has only got through about half of the timber we've brought over last time. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load these up. And we'll go over and load up the stones and head up to the castle. Let's see how I go loading up these. Nice. Alright, so what we'll do is we just might as well do this as a bit of a time-lapse. Get these and the stones loaded up. And I'll probably see you up over at the castle. Welcome back. Here we go. We're all loaded up and another very slow trip up the hill. I think we got down to about 2 kilometers an hour. So yeah, this is very heavy, this load. But I have been looking into the next size up JCB, and I think it would be about $200,000 to upgrade, which would give us 250 something horsepower, I think, which is another 100 horsepower over this. You can fit a front end loader to it. So that could be our pickup and drop-off tractor, which I think we may look into very soon, depending on how well we go with our harvest in this load. That might be something we can get in the next episode or 2. But here we have 6,000 litres of long planks, 9,000 of castle stones, and 4,000 wood beams. So this is enough castle stones to move forward to the next stage. So I'll be keen to see how that goes next month or two. But I'm going to take a guess at how much we're going to make from this. I reckon we're going to make 135,000. So let's offload and see how we go. 154,700 plus 15,200, so 169, 170. So I was a little way off, but not too far. Just want to confirm. So yeah, we've got 4,000 castle stones to use for this level. So let us start heading back. What we'll probably do is, I don't know if I need to head all the way back with this tractor, because we'll probably be using it again sooner for the castle stones and planks again in the next couple of months. So I might just end up parking it up here like that, so we can come back to it when we need to. So what I want to do is I want to jump over into this tractor, the New Holland. And I don't think we're going to have time in this episode to start selling our produce in December. But we can get prepped for it. We can go, this tractor needs to have fuel, so we're going to get some fuel for it. And I also want to get another trailer. And before we go down there, I'm hopeful that we can, this one doesn't have it. I'm hopeful to get a trailer that has a secondary connection. So this one doesn't. Let's just see what we have in the way of trailers. So these are the ones that we've got. Let me just see if it's optional. So yeah, you can get a trailer hitch onto them. And I think we should do, if we had 2 trailers, then I'm supposing our tractor will be strong enough to pull them, but because we have got so many onions to move and we've got so much other crops, it may be best to have 2 trailers. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just buy this. What is it? 50,000. We probably don't need the cover. We can add that if we need to. So it's 46,500. Buy. Yes. And what I want to do is go and put the hitch on this trailer as well. So I'm assuming this is the same trailer that can have the hitch on. That way we can, both trailers have hitches, so we can tow them in either configuration. I can't quite remember how much. It was like close to 30,000 litres. So if we have that per trailer, that's close to 60,000 litres worth of produce at a time. I know we have got 80,000 litres of barley, so that's effectively 3 trailers, and we have 100,000 litres of, let me put the beacons on, 100 something, just maybe 102,000 litres of wheat. So that's again pretty much 3 trailers. So if we're doing that with 1 trailer, that would be quite a number of trips back and forth. Plus, once you add on the onions, all we'd be doing is just, it'd be a whole mess of driving. And I don't know how far away any of the sell points are that we're going to be going to. So I think it's just best to just do it with the 2 trailers like we've got. So we'll go and grab, actually we might go and fuel up first, or we just have the 1 trailer on. Sure, the fuel station's down this way a bit. If it's down near the river, we may chuck a line in while it's fueling up. I think I've gone the wrong way, but that's fine. It's still filling up. Beautiful. Take a little while, and what we'll do is we will get up here on one of these nice bit high rocks. This looks like a perfect spot. Get our fishing rod and see if we can catch something to counteract the cost of the fuel. Just have to wait and be patient like you do normally when fishing. The fuel cost was $947, so it was quite a bit. The tank was pretty well empty. Come on, fishies, fishy, fishy, fishy. There we go. Got one on. See if we can get it. Get it. It's fighting. Come on. We're almost there. I can feel it. Oh. Well, that's nice, isn't it? A caution wet floor sign. Anyway, I think that'll do for the fishing. We need to get ourselves prepped for the big sell day tomorrow. So I'll jump back in the tractor, head over to the store and reconfigure this trailer. And I'll see you when we get back up to the farm. So see you in a few minutes. Welcome back. Well, we haven't got back to the farm because I've worked out a couple of things. First, this new trailer we've bought is bigger than the other one. So that's interesting, but also it's to do with the hitches. So we can see there that I can get it in the right. This is a pin hitch, but the trailer has got the trailers from Bunning, I'm assuming that's how you say it, are the ball type hitch. So I would have assumed that the pin hitch would have been suitable to connect more trailers like this, so it's obviously not. So now we've got two trailers and we can't get them together, so I'm not too sure if I should buy another trailer that has a pin type hitch or not. So I'm just going to head back to the farm with this trailer. We'll put a load in, put a load of barley or wheat or something into it and just see how much it actually holds, because I'm not 100% sure the literage. And we'll just see if it's worth getting another trailer. I don't think we need 3 trailers, so does that mean we might just sell the other Bunning trailer? Possibly. The other thing I also worked out when I was down there, I have had the tractor serviced and realized that it can be upgraded from, I think it was like 200 or 220 horsepower to 350, I think. So I've gone ahead and we've upgraded that as well. So we've got a lot more powerful tractor, which is great. So, which is what we was really needing. And the JCB I was getting was only going to be 250, so it was still in that mid-range. But now we've got a 300 plus horsepower tractor. I think that the JCB would actually be a good versatile tractor to still get for the drop-off and for the pickup and drop-off of all of our items, but also just in general for field work and different things. So let's see if we can just get the barley in to start with. Once this is full, we have to make an assessment of if it's worth getting another trailer. So this has got 26,700 litre capacity. So what's that? That was about 80,000. So 3 loads of barley and then probably 4 loads. So there's 7 loads all up. And let's see where the prices are like now and where we may be expecting to have to go to. So the prices are increasing. Let's just say that we go to somewhere in the middle. So the Logistics Centre Railroad is the furthest away. So let's just say Feed and Grain South. Let's have a look to see where that is on the map. Oh, yeah, it's down there. Oh, yeah. So it's where the lump station is. So it's actually not too far. I'm sure we can actually do a few loads back and forth from there quite easily. So yeah, I don't really think there's any need to get another trailer at this point. We'll just bring the other trailer back, and we'll just use the 2 trailers across the farm when we're doing our harvesting. That'll be fine. We'll use this big trailer for carting. So I think that's pretty much it for today's episode. We'll cut it out here. tomorrow or the next episode is going to be like money making central. We've got, like I said, 7 loads of, well, pretty much 7 loads of cereal crops to take over, and probably about 6 loads of onions. 7. I'm not sure how many it's going to go into this trailer, but it's going to be a lot of money, and we've already made quite a bit today. So if you're keen to see how much we do make, please do remember to follow and like and subscribe, as you know, all of the things you need to do for social media. But for now, keep your boots dirty and your bites clean, and I'll catch you next time on DirtByte.